Moose, and I'm an addict.
Hey, Moose.
What's up, guys? We're joined again with the recovery Buddha himself, Kevin.
Hey.
What's up, Kevin?
I made it.
Yay.
Yeah, glad to be here. Not a whole lot. Glad to be here.
Back again, another week.
Ready for action.
Got the pumpkin spice shirt on.
Matching the lighting. I knew the lighting was going to be kind of orange. I thought, man, I'm going to blend right on in over here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Kind of an October coming up thing.
Yeah.
That time of year.
Pumpkin spice recovery Buddha. We love it, dude. Ashlie. We also got Ashlie, my wife. What's up, Ashlie? Say it with your chest, Ashlie.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm giggling.
Sucking your gut.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good energy in the room, right?
Yeah.
And we're back again with the spiritual malady. Ashley, are we boring you right now?
Yep.
She's
Sorry,
making an
guys.
important
Just over here
call.
playing on her phone.
I'm not playing. I'm texting Mark.
Texting our babysitter.
Yes.
You might hear in the background 4 kids getting buck wild upstairs. So I posted a question on Facebook and Instagram about people sharing their craziest stories in addiction. And it's honestly, I'm surprised at the kind of information that people are willing to put out in public sometimes.
Yeah, with their actual picture.
Yeah.
Their family is on their page, and they're just like, hey.
Their profile picture is like their passport. It's got their address on it.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you everything. It's like, the statute of limitations ain't even passed yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold
Congrats
on.
on your 30 days, though, right?
Yeah, relax a little bit. Someone told me something really crazy, and I didn't ask a follow-up question because it sounded like they were implying they may have killed people. And I'm like,
multiple
yeah,
people.
and I'm like,
okay.
There's no statute of limitations on that. And if you tell me you killed someone and I don't report you, then I'm like technically
A murderer.
Complicit.
yeah, like I'm an accessory after the fact. I don't know, maybe. So I didn't want to ask no more follow-up questions. That one came straight into the DMs.
Jeez, it's a confession. That's not
Yeah.
They're trying to do their fifth step with you.
They need you to.
Maybe
to
they watched the
report
fourth
them.
and fifth step episode. Maybe that's why they're sending it.
Yeah, they're like, sponsor Moose, Uncle Baby Moose. What's up?
Moose Daddy.
Yeah, Moose Daddy, what's up? But we got a lot of responses, and I thought there's some really funny stories on there, and I thought we could kind of share other people's story. We've shared a lot of our stories. We had 2 hours worth of Billy just droning on and on about his every detail of his whole life.
He went, didn't he?
But I got one. This is a good one. It was actually the very first comment on here, but it's so like, I don't.
What you got?
I was using, I hesitate to use the words. Okay, I was using meth for like 3 to 4 days, convinced the feds were after me and my phone. After countless attempts of trying to lose them, I decided to just rip the glass off my Obama phone and eat the rest of the phone. This is from Joseph on the New. I decided to eat the rest of the phone. I landed in a hospital on Olympic in Los Angeles where they pumped me full of charcoal and I ended up dipping out. They gave me a Ziploc bag with my phone battery and some plastic pieces they found in my pockets. I successfully evaded the feds, though.
Worth
Ate
it.
his phone.
You do what you got to do.
How much of that phone did you manage to eat, though? Someone replied. He replied, a sufficient amount. First cyborg. Okay, so that makes me think of like every single meth head that I have ever had in treatment or checked into treatment. They'll say, listen, man, I'm being watched. This whole place is being watched now. They've already sent people in here, agents ahead of me, to watch me while I'm in here. And I know how they always say this too. I know how this sounds. I know you probably think it's the meth that's doing this, but they are really following me every single time. One of my buddies was like, you see that drone up there? Watch, it's going to circle around. Watch, they just circle these drones around me all day. I'm like, bro, you are homeless. You have no money. You don't sell drugs. The government's not spending millions of dollars to surveil you from a drone. Like, he's like, Yeah, you would think they wouldn't, but that's where they get shot.
That's why, right? You've never suspected.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's not
Only
even a
one.
drone. That's a bird.
I actually I had a Galaxy Note whatever where you could zoom in like 200 times.
Yeah.
I zoomed all the way in. You could see the Southwest Airlines logo on it. I said, bro, that is a Southwest airplane. He's like, okay, that one is. You got me there, but it's normally drones circling around.
Right.
How about the one about the abominable crack disco spider?
Oh my God, I haven't even seen that one yet.
Just tortured some poor spider for like 10 hours by blowing DMT smoke and crack smoke into a freaking container they had. And they played the song Sandstorm on a 10-hour loop,
God. That
blasted
sounds like
in a freezer. And they kept checking on it every few hours. It doesn't say what happened to the spider, though.
Who
a
said
science
that?
experiment.
Yeah, it's Charlie Hustle.
Charlie Hustle. What a psychopath. FBI.
Did he do something like that to a rat?
He said him and his buddies got this they found this spider in the garage and did this to them. I'm like, that's terrible.
I called him a psycho, and Ashley's like, don't you have a story like that? And I do. Someone gave me 2 mice when I was in my tweaker era.
Okay.
2 mice.
Yeah, and there was a brown mouse and a white mouse, and I named them Yayo and Boy.
Okay.
And so I took the mice.
Naturally.
I put them in a 32.
you?
Yeah, of course. All I could like, what would be the Coomer equivalent of like a drug brain? Like everything's drugs.
Right.
That needs to be a Wojak. Sorry for all. We had a good review, by the way, come in, and the person's like, the only thing that I don't like is all the meme references. I don't get them sometimes. And I'm like, okay, noted. So sometimes you got to do your homework to understand some of this. But so I took the mice and I put them in a 32-ounce styrofoam Quick Trip cup.
Okay.
Like all the way, like it was empty.
Yeah.
Put the lid on and then just blew meth smoke into the cup for the mice.
For them. Yeah.
Yeah.
For them.
Because I'm like, I want to share.
They were addicted. They needed it.
I'm trying to be cool to my mice, bro.
Just a chill mouse owner.
I'm not gonna just get high by myself. I'm
Chill mouse owner.
Anyway, but no, this is the crazy part though. They're in this big cage, and I don't remember what happened to the brown one. I think it died. I don't know. It had a heart attack. But the white mouse developed superpowers. It started so there's a cage.
Crazy. One died, the other.
It's a 50-50 chance.
That's pretty good.
The odds.
Percent
I
of
guess-
all mice.
I genuinely don't remember what happened to the brown one, but the white mouse. So it's in this big cage, and there's a thing on top of it. Well, this mouse starts jumping. And it's jumping where its head is hitting the top of the cage. I'm like, this is insane. This mouse is like twacked out of its mind, just with super jumping powers. And I'm watching it just thinking like, I can't believe how high this mouse is. I've never seen anything like this. The mouse jumps and knocks the top of the cage off. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to put this. And it jumps again and jumps out of the cage. And just took off.
Did it? Did you ever find it?
It lived in that house for
It's
the
in
rest
our
of its
garage
life.
now.
Yeah, it's
Still there.
we never caught it. It was like it had superhuman brain powers now. It was able to avoid all.
It's outsmarting you
There
guys.
was-
Thwarted your.
There was no
attempts to
trap
catch
you
it.
could. There was no traps you could set to catch it. There was no schemes you could create against it. It lived out its days in that house at its own will. I have just as much a right to live here as you. You activated my third eye.
Oh,
The mouse had a soul. There was a divine spark in that mouse after that. So,
it's a Pinocchio.
so that guy's not as bad as he sounds. All right, Charlie Hustle. I'm sorry I called you a psycho, bro. I've been there too.
What
Me
kind of
too.
powers
Yeah,
that
you never
mouse
know,
could have
man.
gotten,
That spider got enlightened. For sure.
What you got, Billy? You got one?
Okay, well, let's see, this is just gross, but I was like, this caught my attention. Not to me, but hearing about multiple alcoholics who would save their vomit while drunk to drink later.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's,
Have you ever done that?
No.
I've heard of like truckers that do meth, like saving their pee. Is this a thing?
I think,
Dude.
I mean, I've heard this. I've heard of stuff like that happen. I do know, like, one time when I was on shrooms, it was the first time that I had shrooms. I never had them before. bought some from a friend, and he gave me a handful, and he was like, just take all of that. And like I scaled it, and it was like 7 point something grams. He was just like, just take that. And I was like, cool, first time ever. I don't know what the fuck to expect. And then I had read something about like shamans who would like drink their urine after taking certain mushrooms because it filtered out the poison. And I just remember I was like tripping balls, and I'm like, I should drink this.
Oh no!
And I'm like in the bathroom, like cupping my hands. I didn't, but I thought about it.
Didn't even use a cup. You're just
like
handfuls of pee.
because it didn't cross my mind until I was already going. I was like, well, I don't want to waste it. This is awesome, you know. So I didn't do it though, actually. But it definitely crossed my mind. I put a little. I did not. It crossed my mind though, absolutely.
So you kind of relate to this guy.
Well, sort of, except not really at all. I mean, vomit while to drink. I mean, that'd be chunky. You know what I mean? Like, it's just cold vomit. At least if it's body temperature.
I've never-
Are you gonna blend it up a little bit?
It depends where you're at. It depends what stage alcoholic you are. Because if you're like third stage, you aren't eating anymore anyway. It's all alcohol.
Just blood.
It's
and
just
alcohol.
beer that went down and came back out. It's just beer,
Right.
you
It's
know.
just esophageal
Yeah, it's like-
hemorrhaging. There's just blood and alcohol. I call it a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, you're not eating food
Right. It's just
anymore at that
for the
point
mornings when you
anyway.
I
wake
call it
up.
a Bloody Steve.
Hungover.
Ew. Steve.
Oh man.
That's disgusting.
I
though.
mean, oh, hold on. I didn't drop their at. Should I?
yeah. What's her name?
This is super satisfactory.
Super Satisfactory. You
Spelled
made that
all
up, bro.
normal.
No one's ever done that. Okay, anyway. Here's one that someone sent me directly. This one, craziest story, and I think he wanted to be anonymous, by the way. Craziest story.
Who is it?
Almost got him, man.
Yeah, almost got me. Craziest story. Once near the end of a 3-week drinking binge, I dragged myself into the shower and crapped myself. I didn't realize I'd done it. It clogged the plug, and before I knew it, I was up to my knees, a mixture of alcoholic crap and water. Then I passed out into it. Luckily not face down, otherwise I would have truly died in my own crap.
And then the next day he went to an AA meeting.
I said, how long
Is
how
that
long
rock
did it
bottom, please?
I was hoping.
Yeah.
I said, how long did it take you to get sober after that? On and off in cycles, still trying to find myself.
He's still sitting.
I'm
in
still
crap.
dabbling in it.
Yeah, he's like, really? That wasn't enough?
Actually, it got a little sad after that, but we're talking, man.
Yeah. Well.
Hey.
He seems like a good dude who's actually really trying to get sober, but
Yeah, good luck, man.
but you know, I hear stories like that. I'm like, surely, and I have a bunch of stories like this too. Like, surely that was enough for you, right? Surely you got sober after that, right? No, you kept going for years. What?
Right.
Yeah, how bad's it got to get, right?
I know, man. I had a buddy who fell face first into a bonfire, burned his face all up because he was so drunk, and he's like, "No, I'm good. I don't have a drinking problem. I have a bonfire. It's bonfires I need to look out for, not alcohol."
Dude, one of my friends, she'll probably listen. I'll tell her I shout her out. But she got super wasted and tried to like jump over a bonfire, fell into the bonfire, her clothes like melted to her skin, and then she just kept drinking and just had like crazy like 3rd-degree burns all over her legs and just like showing up like trying to party with people, and they're like, you gotta get out of here. And she just came back and she's like dang near mortally wounded.
Oh my god.
Is she sober now?
She's sober now.
She is.
Yeah,
How
she
long
is.
has she got?
I think a little bit more than 3 years, I think.
Wow.
Just about 3.
Good for
Yeah.
her. That's wild, though.
But yeah.
You know, and I gotta say this too, because like in my church life, there's stories I share that I think are hilarious, and I'm like laughing, and they're just like, "Oh my god,
Oh
baby!" I'm like, no, it's
Right.
I laugh about it now. Like I laugh,
It's chill, right?
and it's, you know, a lot of these I relate to. You know, I just have never heard the drinking your own vomit though. That's
Yeah.
No, I mean,
And I've
pee
been
is one
working
thing,
in
but
recovery.
vomit-
I had one.
Yeah, come on.
I thought this was the most extreme thing I heard of. I had a client that he was probably the worst alcoholic I'd ever met in my life. This dude in the while I was interviewing him, he chugged.
I know the guy.
You think so?
Well, we were both working there at the same
Oh,
time.
yeah. He chugged a bottle of like cleaning products in the bathroom, and he's just a severe homeless, alcoholic heroin addict. This dude was sitting in. I was doing his assessment. He's like leaning back and forth in his chair, and then he just starts screaming lyrics to some song, and then dives out of his seat and starts like trying to swim across the floor while I'm interviewing him. I'm like, this is insane. So I finally get him back in the chair, and I'm asking him about his drinking history, and I got curious.
Yeah.
I'm like, have you ever drank rubbing alcohol? He's like, oh yeah. And I said, what about like the foaming kind that comes out? And he's like, brother, until my arm gave out. Dude, sets of foaming hand sanitizer to failure.
We had to go to the AA meeting that they take people to and make sure they didn't have any hand sanitizer around their office that this guy would have access to. Participants would follow this guy around. Like one participant, we like designated his like man.
Yeah, exactly.
His security
I
guard
said, you ever
for
drink-
the evening. I mean, yeah.
I said, you ever drink cologne? He's like, I filtered a bottle of Brut through a loaf of bread in prison once.
That's
He had
wild.
a throat thing going on.
I don't remember
Like
that.
like it was a throat. Like he'd been diagnosed with something in his throat. Like
Maybe.
it's going to be cancer. But it's from drinking that crap.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
it's insane.
He completed treatment, and then he got on a train. He was going to go
Got
on
on
a
train
train
to Kansas City.
and got drunk before he even got there.
Kansas City
Dude, that's
to
so
the ARC in Kansas City, Salvation Army.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
the guy. Yeah, we're talking about the same.
I wonder if
guy.
he's still around.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I mean, great
He is
guy.
a great guy.
Great guy. Really great guy.
He's
Just
drinking
like,
to overcome something different. I don't even
I mean,
know.
when you think you'd seen it all,
The worst.
That's
right?
wild.
You think
Was
you'd seen
he,
it all, and then he showed up.
And
Was-
he never tried to drink his own vomit, though.
He'd not.
No, he
Did
never
you ask
said
him
any- at least
specifically?
not that
Had you ever
mentioned.
tried to drink your own vomit?
No, it didn't even.
It didn't
They're
occur
gonna
to you.
add that.
He was probably just waiting for you, and he's like, "Man, they never
on,
asked
man,
me about the
ask me."
vomit." Right?
He's like, then he it's probably him that commented. He's like, yeah, I've heard of people drink. I heard it's pretty common for people to drink their own vomit.
Creates
Bro,
another
no,
profile.
that's only
Everyone actually doing this.
no, bro. That's literally only you. Stop trying to make that a thing. Normalize alcoholics drinking.
This is true. My friends all used to do this in high school because we couldn't buy liquor.
He's got 6 profiles. He comments it all over Instagram. I'm not as bad as you think. This is very shows the screenshots to his wife. This is very normal. See,
Right.
lots of people do this.
Oh my god! What? So was this dude on the cleaning products when he like tried to swim? Give me a second.
No, he's trying to swim to get more.
He's like, you ever listen to Thin Lizzy? Thin Lizzy!
Oh no! At least it was a good band.
That sounds lit. I mean, I got the story and everything too.
I was like, Thin Lizzy, bro, of all the things. Oh,
Is that an actual band?
that's
He would.
the next level justification that if I ever relapse, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get on every page and comment my worst behavior. Everyone steals from their grandma. It's completely normal to do. Grandma, you're overreacting. It's a rite of passage in a lot of countries. See this?
Right, it's a cultural thing. Didn't realize you were such a bigot, Grandma.
Yeah, you're from a different generation.
Yeah,
Things are different now. Stop stigmatizing me. Oh,
That's so funny.
oh Lord.
That dude would take. He said he would go into like a gas station bathroom. He would just go. They would go to gas station bathroom. Like he'd sit in traffic, get enough money, like beg and borrow some whatever money in traffic. He'd be getting homeless money, whatever. He'd go buy vodka. Then he'd go to a gas station. He'd find one that had some of the kind that he liked or whatever. It's like he would have his favorite brand, you know. And he would pour the goop, it'd be the gel. He'd get a big pile of it, and he'd lick it. And then he'd take the vodka and swallow it all.
Chase the hand
I'm like,
sanitizer
man,
with
yeah,
the vodka.
with the vodka.
Oh man,
And I was like,
The vodka's the
wow.
chaser to ease
that's
the.
what.
And I was like, he said, man, it would get me so
it
messed
would.
up. I'm like,
I don't think I'm an alcoholic.
terrible.
Turns out.
Wow.
Yeah, no, like more about alcoholism. Many of us have.
We need to update this one.
Many of us have drank our own throw up and
we
drank
go
hand
on,
sanitizer.
there's so many stories around that situation. Like we weren't prepared for that guy. We had no idea he was coming.
be.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, our whole building, we had hand sanitizer all over the place.
Yeah.
And and then we're like, what is wrong with him? You know, it's like 2 days in, and we're like, he's still using. It's like
He was in the bathroom for like 30 seconds and chugged an entire bottle of
we had to
disinfectant.
get rid of all the hands. I mean, it changed the
that
way we do
can't.
things.
Right.
I am not kidding you. I am not joking. He knows, right? We sent him to the hospital. He was, when we finally cleaned our stuff up, we're like, he could not get any more. We took it all from him, whatever. He starts going through withdrawals. We sent him to the hospital. They weren't prepared for him to show up. He shows up over at the hospital, and he's getting the stuff out of the wall things at the hospital. And they're like, why is this guy, not getting any better? What's going on here? And they figured it out. They had to take all those things off the wall on that floor at the hospital. He was in there for like 10 days before he came back. And then he comes back to Bridgeway. And that was about the time he started getting it together. And he got it together, about 30 days. And then we sent him to KC. I don't think he made it.
No, he didn't. No.
Yeah.
That's his son. Did you ever deal with his son? His son came in to meet with me.
I mean, they were good people. They'd been through the ringer and they gave up on him. Yeah, I remember
His
that.
son came in. He's like, "Listen, I'm not doing 12 steps. It doesn't work. I already know all the steps
yeah.
forward and backward." I'm like, "What's step 4?"
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, you got me. I don't know them all, but they don't work."
Right.
I'm like, "You just said you knew them all
You
forward and
just
backward."
hit him right there with the trivia
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. Tell me step 4. Just any step will do.
Right.
All right. I don't know anything. Okay. I once allowed, let's see. We'll just call this guy Eric. I once allowed a house full of people to use my face as a pincushion with needles for a free gram of dope. I didn't learn until months later that many of those were used needles.
Oh,
I was also not in the headspace to ask.
right.
You think they're gonna be using
Just
like
do
fresh
it,
rings?
do it,
Just
yeah,
like-
do it.
Come on, bro. We'll give you a gram.
They're all fresh. Yeah.
Wow.
I said, so like
yeah.
literally just sticking a bunch of syringes in your face at once. Basically, yes.
Basically, it's an oversimplification, but essentially,
It was actually more like a dartboard, and they were throwing them, and some of them caught,
Yeah.
some of them missed, but
Oh, can you imagine if one hit your eyeball? Just
oh,
went in straight through your eyelid.
oh man,
Jeez, this is bringing up. I remember this.
yeah, it's
there was
getting tough. It's a tough
girl-
podcast.
No,
to
there's
get
a
through,
girl.
man.
It's gonna be tough to get through.
I
To all the
heard- I
newcomers.
heard
It's a tough one.
a girl that would like shoot coke and then like sit there and just like poke at her eyeball with like the
God.
ring, which I was
man.
like, that's the most like deranged thing
Why?
I've heard. I don't know, but that was a thing.
This is getting, it's getting to be too much. All right.
Yeah,
Sorry
but
about
I mean,
that
which
last-
way are we going with this? I mean,
Really, why'd you go that way, bro?
Hey, I make a
It was already
suggestion.
weird. We're talking
about the
Leave
craziest
some good
stories.
comments. Leave some comments on the. Tell us what's your worst thing. What's the worst thing you've done? Can you top what we have here? Leave it in the comments.
Yep, that's. Please do that.
Is there some wild stuff? Yeah.
had-
Ashley, you find one yet?
I mean, they're just kind of long,
Go ahead.
but I just think the one that I was kind of messed up, but it's kind of funny to me. It just said died.
I saw that one too.
Died.
Oh, first time.
Craziest story.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Only once.
Yeah. Loser.
Keep coming back.
Yeah. Keep coming back.
That's what's.
Yeah.
Like, I understand when people say that they died in their addiction, but honestly,
If you're here,
that's cringy to me. It's like, you didn't die.
right.
Dying, it's an irreversible cessation
Right,
of life.
Yeah.
Your
You
life-
almost died.
Right.
I died
Cardiac
30 times when
arrest.
I was using.
Oh my
You
God,
have died
dude.
0 times.
Yeah.
Ever. It's not
Yeah,
happening.
one of those yets. Yeah, exactly.
You didn't die. I'm sorry. And I have friends who even say they've died multiple times in their in their addiction. You did not die. You did. You have 0 deaths. Your life to death ratio is 1 to nothing for
Yeah.
now.
Facts. Man, yeah, that's one of the favorite things people love to say. That's like one of those like I think it's an internet term, but I've heard them referred to as like the struggalos, the people that like love to like that just like love to sit in their like sad stories and that like real poor me narrative. I died 15 times and like they're just like looking for like the pity of others. That kind of stuff. Just
What is a
horrible.
struggalo? A struggalo.
Yeah, you got me with that one.
Yeah.
I was about to answer. That's
Yeah.
Well, that's how the
It's a good-
song goes.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
what
is.
is
It is.
a
Struggle.
struggalo?
That's how the
Struggalo.
song goes. Oh man,
Are you down with the frown?
Heroin addict.
Are you freestyling right now? Down with the frown, dude. That is
Oh my
good.
goodness. Do you see what John and An just posted on Instagram like a few hours ago? Stop encouraging people to go to AA. There's not enough parking.
Yeah. Yeah.
so funny.
John Anon from England. Was he born in England or is he one of those migrants invading England right now?
We need to.
He's stealing humor ideas. From,
Podcast is because
God.
which way are we going with this? Because I could say something really crazy that I don't
he's
think we want on
stealing.
this
No,
show.
he's stealing meme opportunities from English-born people.
That's amazing.
Right now.
That's amazing.
We're gonna figure out a way to get him on the podcast.
We got to.
Yeah.
All right, before we jump back into the episode, let's give a shout out to the crew that keeps the Dank Recovery Podcast rolling, Asphalt Services LLC. These guys do it all. Churches, HOAs, tennis courts, pickleball courts, general contracting, you name it, they can handle it. If it's asphalt, they've got you covered. And now they're taking it even further with their brand new concrete division. So whether you need asphalt or concrete, they've got the tools and the talent to get it done right. Driveways, parking lots, sidewalks, they'll take care of it. The three owners have over 100 years of combined experience. So if you're in the greater St. Louis area and you need something fixed, paved, coated, striped, or poured, call Mike at 636-293-9244 or go to asphalt-services.com and make sure you tell them the Dank Recovery Podcast sent you. Okay, there's a lot of poop stories.
This is a crazy one. Hold on. Got into a truck in Puerto Rico with a plug, quotations, who also just happened to be from my home city, parentheses, he wasn't. It turned out they were snatching up druggies and turning them into ladyboys. There were several guns in his truck. I only got out when I picked up a FaceTime from a friend who pointed to guns and told me get the F out, red time. What an insane thing to do, cruising around, just like picking up drug addicts and like random dudes sex trafficking them.
That's wild.
Turning them into lady boys.
I didn't know that was a thing. my mom also commented on your page, but I'm not gonna tell you which one was hers.
Well, she's messaged me before.
Has she and said like what? I need to message her
You're-
right now. Hey, get
well-
out of here.
Your mom messaged me like basically trying to talk me out of being a Christian.
What?
It was like this. It was like some long drawn out thing about the true meaning of Jesus, and
It's based. What did she do that for? Mom, chill, dude. Like he's got something that works for him. Leave him alone.
yeah. Thanks, Billy's mom. We just brought you on the. We mentioned you on the podcast. Now you feel like you're my sponsor. Or something.
Yeah.
So anyway, I asked Billy's mom to be my sponsor.
I mean,
What's her
she
name
knows
on
her
there?
Stuff. I'm not telling you where you're gonna look.
Now you're making me have to go back to. I'm gonna find it real quick.
Yeah,
bro.
I know you will, but I'm just
Don't dox her.
I'm doxing your mom.
That's
there
hilarious.
she is. The cat sipping the.
Yeah, no, she's very, very boomer on Instagram with it. But
She messaged me, great talk, thank God, Billy's mom. She signed off Billy's mom.
Signing off Billy's mom is crazy.
Now I have to find her comment, bro.
Oh, we'll have fun searching. I mean,
There's only 67 comments on here.
yeah, if you find it, good for you. But I mean, I didn't.
No, someone commented, oh, is that her?
What?
Wow, your mom's a psycho, bro.
What you got?
She said, is taking dope out of a dead man's wallet funny? I laugh about it now.
Is that her?
Yes.
You got the stored memories in your DNA, bro. I laugh about it, and then she's got the emoji on there. It's like, don't even know how to make that face.
What face?
What?
Poorly used emojis is like my favorite thing.
I don't. Anytime I see that emoji, I wouldn't have equated it to what she's got going on there. Like constipated, taking dope out of it. That's not funny, Tracy. That's never funny.
Terrible.
That is. Have you ever went through someone's pockets?
No, not like after like a overdose or whatever. No, I mean, I'd let them get really high and then I'd like kind of like search for their stash, but I never like went through their pockets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just let them nod out and rob them a little bit.
Then rob them just a little bit. Not
Not a full blown robbery, just a little.
No,
bit.
Right.
I don't know, man. There's a lot. Like I think I was as bad as anyone, but there was a lot of looking after people. I wouldn't have. And I had friends that were good people and brought me back to life, gave me CPR and stuff.
Yeah.
My buddy Wayne, he actually has been he's been listening to the podcast and shares it all over the place, and he's a cool dude, and I wouldn't be here without Wayne. And that was I don't know how it is in Illinois, but in Missouri they have the Good Samaritan law, where if you call 911, then you don't get charged with dope, or if the person dies, you used to be able to get charged for murder,
like immunity or whatever.
So, but before that law existed, I did way too much and just flat out completely turned purple and fell out, like hardcore, was not breathing. And my buddy Wayne, like around that time, tons and tons of stories of people getting kicked out of cars and just left, the person burnt out. And Wayne sat there with me, gave me CPR, and just kept shaking me the whole way home, keeping me awake until we got home. And I'm like, dude, I would not be here if he didn't do that. So grateful for my buddy Wayne. And that is like, also, this is a kind of a messed up subject that we're on, these stories, but these people are sharing those. We didn't go in their diaries and pull these out.
Right. This is
the and honestly, man, I think these stories are very helpful because when I was using, I became so isolated. I didn't know that the experiences I was having were extremely common. Mm-hmm. And I guess some people have already debunked that because the guys,
meth mice and stuff.
The propaganda. Everyone gets their mouths high on meth. That's not come on, man. You didn't do that? That's in the basic text of Narcotics Anonymous. But, at the end of the day, it is a deadly serious topic. And we're not like, I can speak for everyone in here. We're not trying to glorify it. We just think we're able to laugh in the face of it now. And if you're struggling in addiction, you also can be at a point where you can laugh about this stuff and not cry about it. I wasn't laughing about any of this at the time when I was using.
Real.
But I will say this, like Narcan, we look at that as like the only way that you can reverse an opioid, but really rescue breaths are more important than Narcan. If you breathe into someone's lungs, giving them rescue breaths, you don't need Narcan. If you can just do that, you can revive somebody. So just keep that in mind. That's what my buddy Wayne did for me.
It's like he put his mouth on your mouth.
He did. He said, dude, you spit up a whole bunch of stuff straight into my mouth, bro. You better not pass out again because I'm not doing that a second time.
Luckily, I'd been drinking, so Wayne actually then swallowed the alcohol.
Yeah. And then he jumped in the comment section.
And he found out he could
doing
get
it, all right?
buzzed off a pre-drank alcohol was still useful.
Yeah. It's normal.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not weird. Everyone does it.
Oh, man. I think that was like there was a new guy who like came to one of the meetings and we're like telling kind of war storying because like he's like a newer guy and like most of us are pretty much have our stuff together, and he's like, are you guys not just sitting here glorifying these stories? And it's like, no, it's like I'm so like far removed from, like, I forget like how terrible of a person I was sometimes, and like I think about these things and it's like, wow, that's insane. Like even like my mom's comment, like, you know what I mean, like, yeah, that's the crazy stuff that's like, I'm just gonna do what I have to do because this is like the life that I'm living right here. And then you look back and it's like how absurd is this entire like situation or whatever. And then the new person comes in and they hear that, and he was like getting like self-conscious, you know what I mean, like he's like, oh, I'm a terrible person and now you guys are laughing about the things that I think I'm a terrible person for. And it's like, yeah, well, when you've come such a long way, you're able to actually laugh at these things, you know?
Yeah,
I think that's huge for me.
it is. You know what's funny about you saying that too is like I get a lot of calls for people trying to go to treatment, and I help them.
Love that. Love
And I'll be
that
like,
so much.
what are you using? Like, man, I'm smoking crack and shooting heroin every day. And without even thinking, I just go, oh, awesome.
Yo, yeah, nice. Yeah,
Nice. Yeah, mixing it up. Yeah,
Like,
good.
I'm like,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
I know what that feels like. Yeah.
yeah,
But then I'm like, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean all. That's not awesome.
right, yeah,
I just mean, I think you're cool.
Yeah, I know where you're at.
right.
Yeah, been there.
We would have
Yeah,
chilled.
we
is
can
basically
relate.
what I'm
I
saying.
respect
something
your
in common.
ability to push the boundaries of what society thinks is right and wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a cool cat.
Yeah,
You're rebellious.
Yeah, you're one of us. You're a good fellow.
Rebellious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Dales. I love Jeff Dales. Jeff Dales said, front seat of Screaming Eagle on LSD. That's it. That's the. You know what's crazy? I've heard Jeff's story. Jeff, come on, bro. You got the craziest story I ever heard in my
You know
life.
this guy.
Yeah, I do. I do know Jeff. He's a super solid dude with a lot of recovery.
Yeah.
Love
He's
Jeff.
top notch.
And we heard his testimony, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, I lived in a shopping cart outside of
It's
Deerberg's.
pretty wild. I was not expecting that too. Like he just looks so put together, you know?
Yeah.
I think about that, like my first AA meeting, before I was even like ready to get sober, the guy was like dressed real nice. He had his like shirt tucked into his pants and he looked like a counselor. And I thought for sure that like the people that ran AA were counselors. And I'm like, this guy's judging me. And then they pass the clipboard around to write your name. I'm like, they're following me. They want to know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
It was probably you.
You know, what was I gonna say? Oh, Jeff reminds me of the AA meme that don't drink and go to meetings made, where it's like who they think has the craziest story in AA,
Oh,
and it's the
yeah.
face tats. Who really has the
Yeah,
craziest story?
yeah,
It's
just
Yeah.
some normal dude.
some
right?
really
He
regular
did some
guy.
wacky
That's
thing,
Jeff.
right?
It's a good meme. This one says, "Howdy. During my 7th and last rehab, I gave AA a chance." Oh, by the way, this is Thomas Sutra. Oh, I see what you did there, Thomas. All right. Hell yeah, Thomas.
Yeah.
He likes
right.
to party.
Yeah, put a little ad in there. Yeah.
Oh, Thomas Sutra. Howdy. During my 7th and last rehab, I gave AA a chance, and I held on to a little burgundy first 168-page book for 45 days and had my psychic change. I left the little book at the treatment center on a shelf with many just like it. Months later, living in an Oxford house and doing service work, I was setting up literature at a meeting and held up one of those little books to a guy that was setting up folding chairs and said, "One of these saved my ass." And as I said it, a piece of paper fell out. On it, all of my important contacts in my handwriting. It was the copy I'd read 100 or so times. I'm guessing the treatment center donated a bunch of them and it circulated. I celebrated,
so cool.
I celebrated 8 years in June.
That's beautiful.
Right on. That's a great story.
That's the best.
Yeah, that's good.
I love
it.
that.
That's really
And those
Yeah.
are those moments.
So there's recovery stories too, right? Yeah.
I said crazy recovery
Heck
and
yeah,
addiction.
yeah.
And that
That is
is
crazy.
Yeah.
those are the kind of moments too, man. I'm sure we have a lot of those stories here,
Yeah.
but it's like those are those moments that like, dude, there's a God. There's something bigger
Yeah.
working, and it's like these. You can call it coincidences, but they're when. I'm sure this guy's got many more of them, you know, just like we all do. And it's-
Something will happen if you. My experience. It's like I can't guarantee anything or whatever. I don't want to speak for any higher power or anything like that. But I can almost guarantee people, like, you work the steps, you go to get involved, you start doing that kind of stuff, something will happen, and it'll be specific. It won't be just some random event. It'll be specific to you, catered directly to you. Won't be able to deny this wasn't just a coincidence. You just won't be able to say that.
Yep.
I've had it happen multiple times. I'm like, there's just no way you could just like discount that as something working in through the rooms, whatever.
Yeah, I agree, man. Do you have one, Billy?
I mean, I had actually landed on one that I mean, it's kind of along the same vibes as that, where this one says, somehow wound up in a church basement with a bunch of other junkies and got sober.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
right?
Who
It is
thought
kind of
this
a
was
crazy
yeah.
story, though, honestly, but
It really
It
is. I
is.
mean, you think about it, like, I mean, yeah, who'd have thought we'd end up here?
right. Hey, well, right, hanging out in a basement with a bunch of other junkies, like, not to get high.
Who was that?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, in a-
So this is
yeah, it's
the
good.
Tears Drop.
Oh, that's my boy Griffin.
Is it? Shout
Yeah,
out
Griffin's-
Griffin. That's real.
Yeah, I
cool
like
dude.
that. That's good.
He actually had to send another one in too.
The
Bro, I was
DMs.
counterfeiting the old $100 bills and would pass them off in massage parlors. The crazy part of it was I would get favors from the girls and give them extra and ask for change.
Heck yeah, he did.
Ask for change.
Ask for change.
So
Bro,
they would
that's a
also
dog.
bring me 40 to 80 bucks real cash so I could go get another bag. I stopped doing it though after 2 experiences. One time I laid on the table naked for 30 minutes straight after giving them the fake bills thinking they figured it out. And some yakuza was going to come and slit my
That's great.
And then another time I was up all night covering the bills with hairspray in my car and didn't realize I had the windows rolled up. So like 6 hours went by of me. 6 hours went by of me geeking out after being up for 5 days, and the sun came up without fully realizing I had just sprayed myself and the entire inside of my car with about an inch thick layer of hairspray. I tried to get out of the car and it hurt to even move an inch because of all the hair on my body was pulling in every direction. I had so much hardened hairspray on me that I looked like a junkie Ken doll. My clothes, my hair, everything was set in place for days.
That's the best one. That is so good. Oh, that is really good. That's so funny.
Griffin, love you, dude. You're a good dude.
Wow.
He's a good dude.
That's pretty
a
funny.
good, he's
Good
a solid,
dude.
He's a solid guy.
Solid guy. Okay, I believe you.
Yeah.
I've heard when you said it once, I was like, eh. You said it about 4 times. I'm like, okay,
He's really
he meant
good.
it.
Get it.
Yeah.
Solid guy. I think there's enough comments here, and I think some more will come in that
Yeah.
we could probably go through some more next
Yeah.
time. So if you're listening to this now, you have time to go and add comments in, and we'll keep pulling from this. I had a fun time reading all
Yeah.
these. These are
It was
good.
fun.
So we're gonna segue a little bit because Kevin created a meme page. So Kevin doesn't come from meme culture. Kevin comes
No.
from the real world.
Yeah.
Me and Billy were like digital manifestations into the universe. We just kind of appeared. No, not really. But
No, literally, yeah.
but like Billy and I can share memes with each other that are almost like written in hieroglyphics.
Right.
It's like
right.
there's like 10 layers of meme understanding. Kevin has learned a lot about the culture of memes through following the page and
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm new. I suck. But, I'm figuring it out.
you are
know?
figuring it out.
Yeah.
But outside, I was like, Kevin, do you know the Coomer meme? And you knew the Coomer's
Yeah,
full
like
Christian name.
Depleted Coomer, someone, doing.
I'm like,
they're,
okay,
they're on
he's-
empty all the time.
Yeah, he had a
eyes,
whole-
little cracks in the eyeballs. They do the little picture, right? Yeah.
I'm like, depleted Coomer. First,
Yeah.
you know him on a
Right.
first and last
Yeah.
name
And last
basis.
name.
Holy cow.
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Well, so Kevin's a little more advanced than I gave him credit for.
Yeah.
But what's your meme page called, Kevin?
It's called Farm Reduction Recovery.
How did you come up with this name?
Well, harm reduction's so popular, and I don't believe in taking medication. I mean, I think medications are okay. I think it might be a good place to start in recovery, but I think the ultimate goal would to be, medication free. At least my
Every
personal
medication.
goal.
All meds, like off of all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, you got like meds and then you got maybe like supplements, right? I think supplements might be better for you than meds,
If you're listening right now and you're severely mentally ill, stop taking your
schizophrenic,
medication.
do not.
No.
Yeah,
Kevin's saying
no,
stop
never.
taking
Yeah.
all your meds right now.
Yeah, no, never
All
stop
flush them
abruptly.
all.
And
None of
I
your
think
Seroquel.
I think medications. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. Go ahead, Billy.
No. I'm just telling people it's schizophrenics specifically to throw away your Seroquel, any of your antipsychotic medications.
Well,
The voices
sell
are
'em.
trying to lead you in the right direction.
Oh
Sell
my
'em.
gosh.
Don't
let the
throw them
governments
away. Sell them.
Yeah.
Get something.
No, we are joking.
I'm
Do not.
kidding.
Listen. I told someone in the program
Yeah.
like they should probably stop taking their Adderall and benzos. But I didn't say stop taking them today. I just said it might be something to look at. Well, what this person heard was keep taking your benzos and Adderall, but take everything else. Get rid of everything else. So they came off all the psych meds and stayed on the benzos and Adderall. And I mean, it was not good.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just try to do not stop taking your meds abruptly without a serious game plan, because it could be way worse than any negative consequences.
And I don't know what the long-term effects are of taking Prozac every day or whatever. And I mean, I think maybe there's somebody out there, they probably need to be on this medication for some time or whatever. But I think the ultimate goal would be to get off medications, because I think there's other ways, if we start looking at things like proper diet, getting enough sunlight, exercise, going for walks. I mean, if you're playing video games for 8 hours a day and eating Cheetos and McDonald's and drinking energy drinks all the time, you're going to have some freaking anxiety. Mm-hmm. Doesn't take an idiot to figure that out, but
Chugging Celsius. I'm losing.
You're going to be okay. You're all right over there.
What do you think about psych meds, Billy? You on any?
No, I'm not.
Are you lying?
Should I be? Yeah, exactly.
This is HIPAA. We're bound by HIPAA on this podcast.
No,
that goes out publicly.
I'm not. I mean,
we got to sign waivers before we leave this thing.
As far as I mean, I feel like if you are taking psych meds to stay sober, then like we might not have the same problem, because like psych meds could not be the solution to the issue that I have. So I can't really help people that are, but that's not my business, But if so, I don't really have anything that I can offer them. But that's how I feel about it, and that's the nice way of me explaining that. Like, no, I don't take psych meds, and how I feel about it,
Yeah, and somebody out there has like a psychological issue. Has nothing to do with drugs, alcohol, recovery. And that I put farm reduction recovery. So I think it's more related to people with substance use issues.
Yeah, I once met a guy. I was like, listen, man, you could really get a lot of progress on your anxiety by exercising, drinking water, eating healthy, and it's true. Those things are absolutely true. And the guy's like, I don't want to do anything. Just give me some pills. And I'm like,
real.
Touche. Yeah. All right. You can't really argue with that. Good for you.
I remember working in treatment, and we had a guy. I've had lots of these guys, but I mean, like every break, the guy was like coming to get something, It's like taking a Tylenol or an Advil for this, needing a sinus reduction, needing one of these things, a stool softener. It's just like constantly taking these. I'm like, dude, why don't you just try nothing for a while, see how that works,
Yeah.
I mean, in addition to the prescribed meds, but I mean, even over-the-counter meds, right?
Yeah.
So it's farm reduction, but PHARM, farm,
Yeah. So what made you because there's an unlimited amount of names you could pick, but you thought this is the one. What made you feel so strongly?
It just sounded cute and clever. Okay. And it was just I figure if I wanted, I came up with other ones, but I didn't put them, but I figure I could come up with multiple pages if I would.
Yeah.
To.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, Billy, how clever is farm reduction?
I mean, I don't know. I give it a 5.
5 out of 10, so you just failed him. If you have 5 out of 10 on your paper at school, you just failed.
Be honest. It's all good.
I was going to say, what do you think, Ashlie?
I thought it was clever. I like it.
What do you give it?
I don't know, like a 6.
Scale of 1 to 10, it gets a 6. Okay, 6 or a 7.
More than I gave.
The 6 or 7.
I really didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was
6, 7.
6,
6,
7.
7.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that great myself.
I give it a 7.
Okay.
7. We got to figure out this 6, 7 thing. We talked about last week. Billy's on it. And what's crazy, so this is going to be a theme. So last week we talked about 6, 7. Billy's
cannot be a theme.
It came up now. And next episode.
Do you know what it means?
Oh, wait.
I gotta look up the the guy's name.
We don't need to know.
Is it a mystery?
Leave it. All the kids know.
The kids
People
do
who
know.
need to know.
They'll think this.
Let's
is
get back to
funny or
Kevin's
something.
memes.
Okay.
6, 7. Well, yeah. So you're ranking at about 6, 7.
Okay. For the name. All right.
Okay. Now,
What do you give it?
I said a 7.
Okay.
I give it a 7.
You
I'm
gave
gonna
it, yeah.
a 7 out of 10 is a 70%. That gives you a C.
And I'm a new man. I'm new at this, so yeah, I feel good. With
But
that.
you know, if you said, "Oh, Dank Recovery," what do you give that? Well, here's the thing: it was the first one of its kind,
it
really.
was the original one,
And
yeah,
I only named it that because I was trying to be like, "Oh, if you want Dank Recovery memes, then you would search for that, and that was the thing you would get." Because that's the term for good memes,
Right.
dank memes.
Yeah.
Dank
I like
memes,
dank
yeah.
memes. Dank
Yeah.
recovery memes.
yeah, it makes sense.
It's just a search engine topic,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it turned into a movement that has changed the world as we know it.
Oh my gosh.
yeah. I mean, and no doubt, like farm reduction is just a piggyback off of
Yeah.
many other things
Okay.
that are already out there. Where like Dank Recovery is kind of like this is what it's kind of where it starts,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So this one says, when I asked, what can I do to make it right? I was hoping you would say that my acknowledgement would be enough. Billy.
What's up? What's up, Tim?
Go
Like, I don't even know where to begin with this. It's just sound like, did you use AI to write this?
No,
It sounds like something a robot would say.
Are you a robot? Are you the 10%?
a robot. How come? Well, what makes it? Is it okay?
I was hoping that my acknowledgement would be enough. I acknowledged you. Is that sufficient for you?
What should I have said? Like, you see the concept though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you? How would
Pretty
you?
straightforward.
First off, Billy, what
kind
picture?
of the nose. I mean, what were you gonna say?
What would you have used for the picture? Would you have used that picture?
I think stock images on memes are only good if you're gonna be like completely absurd. You know what I mean? Because it needs to have that like the juxtaposition between it being like this really like dry, straightforward picture and then like a really absurd caption.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know
so
what I mean? So that's just like this is what it is. It's more of like an infographic than a meme. Like there's like no punchline. You know?
yeah, that's a good point. It's just so straightforward that
That's
it's like
Yeah.
it's not even exact. Like I was told that in comedy writing, that punchline should always be exaggerated. This is so just like what somebody. This is someone revealing their true thought. Huh? I was hoping my acknowledgement of this would have
Yeah.
did the trick for you.
Yeah, I just thought his face was like it's hilarious. His facial expression.
I thought the girl was the one making the amends.
No, the guy's
keep it up.
making the amends and he's leaving. like
the
he's gotta
unibrow
go,
is the.
He's
I mean,
got to pay the money back or whatever. He thought he was just gonna get away with like, hey, just keep doing what you're doing. But they're like, no, you need to pay me the $1,000 back and get me a new car. He's like, shit.
Okay.
So I feel like that could have been the game changer as far as that's
What?
concerned. As opposed to just because I mean everybody hopes that the acknowledgement of the amends is going to be enough. So I think like if it were to have like some sort of absurd like ask of that person trying to make the amends on that stock image, it would have been funny.
I need to figure out how to make my own images. I don't really know how to do that.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Okay.
so like I'm really technically
Photoshop.
like, like I have no frigging clue.
Yeah.
But I know I could do it I could figure it out pretty easily, I'm sure.
Go to Kevin's page. Let him know what you think
The
about
next
this.
phase.
So
Tear
what
it
would-
up.
Hold on, wait. What would I have captioned this?
I love it.
Okay, so first off, this is a step 9.
Yeah,
This is a step 9. Me and Billy would get that.
Yeah.
Most people would get it. And you hope that when you make the amends, the person doesn't say you actually have to do something. You're hoping that they'll say, "I'm just glad you're sober."
We're just glad you're doing what you're
Something
doing.
you're doing's
Oh,
working.
Bob,
yeah.
it's perfect that you're trying.
Let's see. I don't see at this point. You would have to. I would make it completely absurd. So like, I'm gonna need $23,000 in a 1976 Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Okay. So we'd say what it was. Now he's leaving like, damn. Okay.
I mean, I feel like sometimes when you give those like really like specific details that kind of like paint the scene, like just like even like the specific car and model,
Yeah.
you know, that kind of thing.
It's going to go over a lot of people's heads.
You're gonna have
They're not
to.
even going to get. They're going to be like, I don't even know what that means.
What with the specific detail? I
This
feel
one.
like this. I mean, I think it's just kind
Mine.
of dry. I think it's just kind of just like this is
Oh
a
no!
real
Here's
thing that may have happened.
what I would have said.
What's that?
You were going to have to run into my wife and 4 kids that you hit head on and killed in a horrible accident.
See, this is what brilliance. Absolutely.
Yeah.
When
Okay.
I'm trying to make amends and they say the only thing I can do is bring back their entire family that I ran into nodding out on fentanyl.
Jeez.
Okay, so yeah, I could have went a lot deeper
work on
and
the
darker
wording, but-
with it. Okay, I get
There's
that.
ways to go. Like, it has to be just
Yeah.
so.
Let's really freaking get.
And
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then Billy would probably add in parentheses and be like, and that's very unfair of them to ask for. That's sure. Oh no, then you'd have see. This is where we'd also go. This is how we would probably workshop this one. We'd probably add in. But I remembered my sponsor saying it has to be within reason, and so I can let them not accept my amends for killing their entire family. That's on you now, bud.
Right, I did my part.
Okay, next. Oh, we figured that one out. You have to remake that now, Kevin.
Okay.
I think we turned that into a good meme.
Good did.
Okay.
I passed out in the desert.
I don't know why I even did. This is so
Ashlie.
stupid.
Come on. Is this
What
good?
you got, Ashley? How would you caption that?
Ashley didn't know what was going on when I sent her. I said, Ashley, what do you think about this? She's like, what? What is this? This one time I passed out in this. Okay, here, this, like, for real, this is so bad that it's
It is
actually
terrible. I know it's terrible.
Have you heard of smoking yourself sober? You smoke so much weed, you're sober. This is so bad, it actually becomes funny again.
It almost becomes like a parody of a meme. I'm searching for the joke that was just like what makes it funny.
I just
Where
love
did you
that
find
painting.
this picture?
Like, I like the painting.
It's hilarious. Like, dude was out jamming. You know, he was
got his
jamming his
lutes.
guitar
He's
a little
got
bit.
his clay.
He got a little too huffed up. He passed out. A lion showed up. It's like, what the hell happened? A lion showed up. He's
Man, I
like,
hate when
what
that
the-
happens.
Right, that's kind of what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I hate when that. I passed
Listen,
out.
it's normal.
Actually, this is how
I heard there's lots
Germany
of
here.
people passing
Have
out
you
in the
ever
desert
seen-
getting eaten by lions.
Have you ever seen a Roy
Playing your
Lichtenstein?
lutes.
A what?
You seen a Roy Lichtenstein?
I know that name.
Roy Lichtenstein, he was an artist, and he would put but his stuff was like comic books. And he'd do like a comic book scene, and it'd have one quote, and you have really no idea. They're like memes, but you have no idea what they mean. Like, it's just one quote, and it's subjective. So I left that picture. I wanted that picture to just be kind of subjective. That's like the 3 dots afterwards.
Yeah.
Like this one time I passed out in the desert. It's like, who knows what happened that night though? Like, it's
Yeah.
subjective to
And
whoever's
Braden, we'll
like,
stop
like,
at this
man, what
one.
did that lion do? You know, what happened? I don't know. It's stupid.
So I think, okay, so alternate caption, what I would probably do is, when you're an alcoholic, but you also like to party, but you also don't have any friends, so you go jam out in the desert, and the extremely common thing
Yeah.
happens to you. You're eaten by a lion.
Common thing. The only idea I had was to add an S and then take that. I don't know, Photoshop it on a cupcake or something.
I
which
passed
is
out in
just-
this dessert.
It's just like it's ridiculous, but that was the only way that I could possibly think of saving it, and I don't think that's good. So man, I'm just
That's a straight up.
Yeah, that
party
was
right there.
terrible.
Yeah, that is not good. That's
It's awful. I get it.
okay. Well, that's it for today's episode of the Dank Recovery Podcast. Thanks for watching, and thanks Billy, Kevin, and Ashley for being with us today. If you've got a story you want to share or you just need someone to talk to, shoot us an email, timothy@dankrecovery.com. Also, feel free to share some of your crazy addiction and recovery stories with us. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram, Dank Recovery Podcast, so you don't miss out on anything. And next week, we're going to break down steps 6 and 7. 6, 7, 6, 7. Make sure not to miss that episode. And as always, happy birthday to all the birthdays and welcome to all the newcomers. See you next week.